Hello everyone, got 3 dirty jokes for you today. So one day a man, who had been stranded on a desert island for over 10 years, sees an unusual speck on the horizon. It's certainly not a ship, he thinks to himself. As the speck gets closer and closer, he begins to rule out the possibilities of small boat, then even a raft. Suddenly, emerging from the surf, comes a drop-dead gorgeous blonde woman wearing a wetsuit and scuba gear. She approaches the stunned guy and says, "Tell me, how long has it been since you've had a cigarette?" 10 years, replies the stunned man. With that, she reaches over and unzips a waterproof pocket on her left sleeve and pulls out a pack of cigarettes. He takes one, lights it, takes a long drag and says, "Man, oh man, is that good? And how long has it been since you've had a sip of bourbon?" she asks him. Trembling, the castaway replies, 10 years. She reaches over, unzips her right sleeve, pulls out a flask and hands it to him. He opens the flask, takes a long swig and says, "Wow, that's absolutely fantastic." At this point, she starts slowly unzipping the long zipper that runs down the front of her wetsuit, looks at the man seductively, and asks, "And how long has it been since you've had some real fun?" With tears in his eyes, the guy falls to his knees and sobs, "Oh good Lord, don't tell me you've got a PlayStation." So an elderly woman went into the pharmacy. When the pharmacist asked why she was there, she replied, "I'd like to have some birth control pills." Taken aback, the pharmacist thought for a minute and then said, "Excuse me, Mrs. Smith, but you're 75 years old. What possible use could you have for birth control pills?" The woman responded, "They help me sleep better." The pharmacist thought some more and continued, "How in the world do birth control pills help you sleep?" The woman said, "I put them in my granddaughter's orange juice and I sleep better at night." So a Native American man lived in the big city all his life. Then one day his father dies. When he goes home to the reserve for the funeral, the people all nominate him to be the new chief, since he was a successful businessman and his father was a good chief. He accepts, but then that autumn, the people come to him and ask him if it will be a cold winter that year. The man has no idea, since he was raised in the city all his life and doesn't know any of the people's traditional teachings. So to be on the safe side, he says, "Yes, better start gathering firewood." So they do. Later that week, he decides to call up the National Weather Service and ask them what the forecast is for that winter. They say, apparently, it's going to be pretty cold this year. So he orders his people to gather twice as much firewood. The next week, he calls the Weather Service again to ask if there are any updates on the forecast. They say yes. Apparently, it's going to be even colder than we previously thought. So the chief tells his people to gather 3 times the firewood they normally would. He calls the Weather Service one more time, and the man tells him it's probably going to be the coldest winter in history. The chief asks how they know that, and the man tells him, "I have no idea, but the Indians down at the local reserve have been gathering firewood like mad."